His name was William. He was a playwright. With a quill in his head, he was the finest of the land. He wrote Othello and then some sonnets. There was Hamlet and King Lear. That is why we're gathered here. We'll see some tragedy and then some comedy, and we'll throw in some gags. Who could ask for more at the Shakespeare Arena? The best plays that you've ever seen at the Shakespeare Arena. You wrote romance and sword fights like no other playwright, just as Shakespeare. To be or not. His name was William. He was a playwright. But that was many years ago when there used to be a glow. Now he wants remakes of all his great plays. But it just doesn't compare because his talent was so rare. With his poems and his plays, he was the best back in his day. Now get ready for a treat and the start of the play at the Shakespeare Arena. The best plays that you've ever seen at the Shakespeare Arena. You wrote romance and sword fights like no other playwright, yes, it's Shakespeare. Now let's begin.
Get your Shakespearean sonnets. Get your sonnets. Here you go. How many you said? 6. What you
Oh my God.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome to the Portland High School Theater and tonight's performance of the complete works of William Shakespeare, Abridged. I have a few brief announcements before we get underway. The use of flash photography by any means, audio or video, is strictly prohibited by the management. Also, please refrain from eating, drinking, or vaping anything during the performance. For your convenience, toilets are located in our school. Please take a moment now to look at the exit nearest your seat. Should the theater experience a sudden loss of pressure, oxygen masks will drop automatically. Simply place the mask over your nose and mouth and continue to breathe normally, like this. No. I am your father. Sorry. Where was I? Oh yeah. If you're at a dinner with a small child, please place your own mask on first. Don't let the little boy fend for himself. unprecedented in the history of theater. That is, to capture, in a single theatrical experience, the magic, the genius, the towering grandeur of the complete works of William Shakespeare. Now, we have a lot to get through tonight. So at this time, I'd like to introduce a person who is one of America's Shakespearean scholars. She is currently a Madam Etcha's literature and acting classes and will be reading about William Shakespeare. She's currently a Madam Etcha's... Oh, sorry, I just said that, didn't I? Please welcome me and joining Miss Maddie Bigelow Bailey. Thank you, Yuna. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, William Shakespeare, playwright, performer, actor, philosopher, a man whose creative and literary genius have had an immeasurably profound influence upon the consciousness and culture of the entire English-speaking world. And yet, how much do we inhabitants of the 21st century know and appreciate the tremendous body of work contained in a single volume? It's a little to argue. I believe I can demonstrate this point by conducting a brief poll here among our audience. We may have the house lights, please. Thank you, Jude. Now, you are a theater board proud, no doubt above average cultural and literary awareness. And yet, if I may just have a brief show of hands, how many of you have ever seen or read any play by William Shakespeare? And in contact at all with the bards, raise your hands. I think we might know more than me. Let's get out of here. But don't worry about it. Go. They don't know Shakespeare for Wonder Woman. Just keep going. What do I do? What do I do? What? Narrow it down. Okay. Let's see if we can narrow it down a bit, shall we? How many of you have ever seen a read? Let's say, also that ends well. Yes, that seems to be separating the wheat from the chaff rather nicely. Now, let's see who the true Shakespeare trivia chaps are tonight. How many of you have seen King John? King John, anyone? You have? Would you mind telling us what it's about? Share with the class.
It's about a hunchback.
All right. You laugh, ladies and gentlemen, you scoff. Like he among you who is free from sin, live in a glass house. Where that face, ladies and gentlemen, represents all of your faces. Those glazed eyes are your glazed eyes. That empty brain is your empty brain. These teeth are your teeth, and they cry out, blasphemy! Ladies and gentlemen, I submit to you that our society's collective capacity to comprehend, much less attain the genius of a William Shakespeare has been systematically shrunken by smartphones, vandalized by reality TV, and reamed by Judge Judy. But have no fear, your intellectual salvation is here. Sing it, sister! We descend among you on a mission from God and the literary muse to spread the holy word of the bard to the masses. Testify! To help you take those first halting steps out of the 21st century quagmire of Ellen Colbert and James Cornfell Kimmel and into the future. Amen! A glorious future. A future where women and men wear pink tights with pride. A future where this book will be found in every hotel room in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, join us in taking those first steps down the path toward the brave new world of intellectual redemption by opening your hearts. Yes, open your hearts and your pocketbooks, or simply charge your donation to your Apple Pay by texting hashtag Willie to 976BARD right now. Give us your cash, we be friends, and deduct it when the tax year ends. On with the show, and may God be with you. Thank you, and hallelujah! Those of you who own a copy of this book know that no collection is complete without a brief biography of the life of William Shakespeare. Providing this portion will be another member of the troupe. Please welcome to the stage, Miss Jessica Park.
As you can see, I am not an audience member. I've completely fooled you. I've been Googling on Shakespeare's life so we can get the show to a good start, and you guys will know everything he did.
Just get on with it.
William Shakespeare was born in 1564 in the town of Stratford-upon-Avon, Warwickshire. The third of 8 children, he was the eldest son of John Shakespeare, a locally prominent merchant, and a Mary Arden, daughter of a Roman Catholic member of the land gentry. In 1582, he married Anne Hathaway, a farmer's daughter. She was brilliant in The Devil Wears Prada. She was so good at that.
Oh, not that Anne Hathaway!
He was supposed to have left Stratford after he was caught poaching in the deer park of a local justice of the peace. Shakespeare arrived in London in 1588. By 1592, he achieved success as an actor and a playwright. After his 1608 dramatic production lessened, it seemed that he spent more time in Stratford. According to Wikipedia, he began writing the masterpiece, The Saga of Star Wars. The manuscript was lost until the 1970s when George Lucas got a hold of it. After the release of the film, Shakespeare's original plays were released to the public. Many years later, after Shakespeare's death, his body was moved from the Church of Stratford and placed next to Elvis in the Graceland. The king and the bard were together at last. Thank you.
Now, without further ado, we are proud to present the complete work of William Shakespeare, Abridged.
All the world's a stage. And all the men and women really plays. They have the exits and their entrances. And one man in his time plays many parts. One man in his time plays many parts. How true, ladies and gentlemen. Now where better to begin our exploration of the complete works of the greatest of all English playwrights than in Verona, Italy, with one of his most beloved plays, Romeo and Juliet.
Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge break to new unity, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventure piteous overthrows do, with their death, bury their parents' strife.
Act 1, Scene 1. In the street meet two men, tall and handsome. One is Romeo, and the other Samson. The ancient few by an ancient few, for one serves Capulet and the other Montague.
Oh, I like to rise when the sun she rises, early in the morning.
Oh, I had a little doggy, and his name was Mr. Jiggs. I sent him to the grocery store to fetch a pound of pigs. Pigs.
Oh, it's him.
I hate his guts. I swear to God, I'm gonna kill him. Well, it's him. I hate his family, hate his dog, hate them all.
Do you bite your thumb at me, sir?
No, sir. I do but bite my thumb at you, sir.
Do you bite your thumb at me, sir?
I do bite my thumb, sir, but I don't bite my thumb at you, sir. Do you quarrel, sir?
Quarrel, sir? No, sir.
But if you do, sir, I am for you. I serve as a good man as you.
No, better!
Yes, better!
You lie!
Rebellious subjects, enemies to the peace.
Uh-oh. It's the prince. Sorry, the character formerly known as Prince.
Profaners of this neighborhood, stay still. You captain shall go along with me. Or you, no, you better. But Molly, come you this afternoon to learn for the pleasure in this case.
Where is Romeo? Saw you him today? Glad I am to see he's not at this fray. But see, he comes. I'll know his grievance, or be much denied. Good morrow, cuz.
Is the day so young?
But noon struck 9.
Aye, Me. Sad hours seem long.
What sadness lengthens Romeo's hours?
Not having that which having makes them short.
In love?
Out.
Out of love.
Out of her favor where I am in love.
Alas, that love be so gentle in view, but be so rough and tyrannous! Get up!
Alas, that love, whose view is muffled still, should without eyes see pathways to his will.
Go ye to the feast of Capulets, there sups thy fair rose a-lying, out of all the beauties of Verona. The one who thou lovest, go thither, and compare her face with some that I shall show, and I shall make thee think thy swan a crow.
I'll go along, no such sight to be shown, but to rejoice in splendor of my own.
Now is the Feast of Capulet, where Romeo is doomed to meet his Juliet, and in a scene of timeless romance, Romeo will take a chance.
Oh, she doth teach the torches to burn bright. Did my heart love till now? Forswear its sight, for I never saw true beauty till this night. If I profane with mine worthiest hand the holy shrine, the gentle finest this, my lips, two blushing pilgrims ready stand to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do run your hands too much, which my holy devotion shows in this, where saints have hands, the pilgrim's hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
Have not saint lips and holy palmers too.
I, pilgrim, lips are the most used in prayer.
Oh then, dear saint, let lips do what hands do.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer sake.
Then move not, while my prayer's effect I take.
Then from my lips, the sin that they have took.
Sin from my lips? Oh, trespass sweetly urged, give me my sin again.
I don't think we should kiss, man. This is a family show. It's in the script. Go. No! Oh, I'm coming.
Is she a Capulet? Aye, so I fear. The Mars mine rest. What are you doing?
The balcony scene.
Oh. The song. The lights around her window break.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo! Before art thou, Romeo? Did not my father refuse thy name? Art thou my love? Because I am my love, and I will longer be a Capulet. We'll see the name anyway, so which become known by heaven and the still smell. Oh, Romeo, Romeo! Oh, Romeo! Don't the name, don't put anything on myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me beloved, and I shall be new baptized. Henceforth, I shall never be Romeo.
What man art thou? I am not Romeo nor Montague.
Neither, fair maid, if either thee dislike.
Dost thou love me then? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. Yet if thou swearest, thou mayest prove false. Oh, Romeo, thou dost love me, pronounce it faithfully.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon, I swear.
I swear not by the moon.
What shall I swear by?
Yeah, that looks right, it's right.
All right. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Lady, by yonder blessed virgin, I swear.
No, I don't swear at all. Although I joined thee, I have not joined this contract tonight. It is to rush to sudden into an advice, to like the lightning which thought cease to be ere it gives lightens. Sweet, good night. Sweet, good night. Yo, Romeo, over here.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction can thou have?
The exchanges I love, faithful vows for mine.
I gave thee matter for that, it is requested. This is a family show. 3 wishes, Romeo, and then a good night indeed. If thou beg to love the honorable, thy purpose marriage, and work tomorrow. Goodbye, goodbye, parting is such sweet sorrow, really it is. Bye, Romeo.
Sleep dwell upon thine eyes, peace in thy breast. Oh, that I were sleep in peace, so sweet to rest.
Lo, Romeo did swoon with love, but Cupid he'd been crippled. But Juliet had a loathsome cuz whose loathsome name was Tybalt.
Romeo, the love I bear thee has no better turn than this. Thou art a villain, therefore turn and draw.
That's right. That's not where we're at. No. We have
strings, cut to the crib.
We have.
Cut to the script, not my fault.
I am dead and goodbye.
Now what do we do? I don't know. She skipped all this stuff. Good here.
Okay.
From Tybalt's death onwards, the lovers are cursed, despite the best efforts of Friar and the nurse. Their fate pursues them, they can't stuck it, and at the end of Act 5, they both take the bucket.
Gallop upon the far for the steed, and bring clean immediately. Come, simple night, come night, though day and night, come gentle, blood-brown night, oh night, 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 night. Come, 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 come. And bring me my Romeo.
You've got it, he's killed me dead!
Good heaven, be so envious.
Romeo, whoever would have thought it?
Romeo, what the artist to have done? This torch should be born in this piece of hell. Romeo said himself. Alack, the day is gone, he's killed, he's dead.
I saw with my own eyes. God save the mark here in his manly craft!
Is Romeo slaughtered, and is Tybalt dead, my dearest cousin, my dear lord? The dreadful trumpets sound the general doom.
No, Juliet, no. Romeo is gone, and Tybalt is dead. Romeo that killed Tybalt, he is vanished.
Oh gosh! The Romeo's hands with Tybalt's blood!
It didn't the last thing I did.
Hey, that was really good.
Well, you were good too.
Okay, let's sleep at night. Anyways, now from your lips, from Tybalt with a slave. Well, that's good, isn't it? I said, isn't that good? Yeah. Being straight. And now, Tybalt's slave would have killed my husband. Well, that's good, isn't it? Yeah. So why do I feel like a poop emoji? It is not a good thing for Julian. It's a naked poo-poo caca we will stop with a don't tasty. Oh, Friar Lawrence. Romeo's banished and Tybalt's slave, and I've got grants and I'm also fresh feeling.
Juliet, I already know thy grief. Take it up, distill the liquor and drink of that waffle, and the veins shall run the cold and energize your cutie.
I feel the cold and the drowsy and human are running in my veins.
I told you so.
This feels kind of nice.
Did you get that checked?
Oh no! My love! My wife! Death! The taps of the honey of thy breath hath no power yet upon thy beauty. Oh, Juliet, why art thou yet so fair? I don't know, just lucky, I guess. Shut up, believe in death of the forest! To keep thee here in the dark, to be his paramour. Here's to my love. Oh, true apothecary, thy drugs are quick. Alas, with a kiss, I die.
No.
I'm sorry, what? Thus, with a kiss, I die? Okay, Evelyn, we've talked about this. This is a family show. Okay, just go. Oh, God! Oh, no!
pardoned and some punished. For never was there a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.
And Romeo and Juliet are dead.
Take care, villagers, and good night.
Hi. Ladies and gentlemen, we've encountered this very problem. How to make these musty 400-year-old plays accessible to the modern audience. One popular trend is to take Shakespeare's plays and transpose them to modern settings. We have seen this evidence in Shakespeare's plays set in such bizarre locations like burger joints, mafia-riddled Manhattan, and even New Jersey. So now we move on to Shakespeare's first tragedy. Oh, Titus Andronicus as a cooking show.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, gourmets, and welcome to Roman Meals. I'm your host, Titus Andronicus. Now, when you've had a long day, your son murdered, your right hand chopped off, your daughter abused, her tongue cut out, and both her heads chopped off, well, the last thing you want to do is cook, am I right? Well, honey, unless, of course, you cook the culprit and serve it to his mother at a dinner party, my daughter will be me and I will show you how. Get up here, sweetheart.
Maddie, I don't feel comfortable cooking people no matter how bad they are. This is not an episode of American Horror Story.
Again, I refer to this being a family show. Come on, sit down.
Come on, it's just a little chopping, grinding, and baking until my body parts into a pie. No! I'm putting my foot down. I will not continue with the show.
Shut up! It would not be an accurate show by Shakespeare if he did not include this intensely dark and grotesque side.
Can we please just move on?
Fine. I'm sorry if some of you were offended by Titus Andronicus. Shakespeare, as a young writer, seems to have gone through an early blood and guts period. No doubt, if he were alive today, he'd be in Hollywood working on Titus Andronicus 9 just desserts. But we shall now move on to explore the genius evident in Shakespeare's more mature plays as we present his dark and brooding tragedy, Othello, the Moor of Venice. What are you doing with that? What are you doing with that?
Speak of me as I am. Let nothing accentuate. For never was there a story of more woe than this of Othello and his Desdemona. Oh, Daphne! As you see, we left Gia on her own to research this play. She must have asked Siri what a moor is, and Siri responded, it was a place where you tie up boats.
Which in this context is totally pea-brained, since in the 16th century the word Moor referred to a person of African descent.
Oh. This is a dork.
Should. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we obviously have an itsy-bitsy problem performing Othello since the part is written for a black man. I mean, none of us identify as a black man. I mean, none of us have a certain physical characteristics necessary to look healthy. We don't mean to say that young, whitish girls could have played the part of a black man.
Oh gosh, I feel like I'm offending someone. I'm sorry.
They'll get over it. So, due to physical limitations, we'll just move on from Othello to Moor of Venice
Wait.
on to the next play.
You guys, I have an idea. No, Gia, we're gonna move on to the next play. No, it's better than the both. Just kind of join in.
Those were in
Sit down.
Get up.
Sit down.
Can I do this? Get up. You're fine. I'm not in this. Stop. I need a beat.
What?
I need a beat.
Why don't you?
Okay, what is it?
No, she is. No. Yeah, no. Yeah, don't.
Here's the story of a brother named Othello. He liked pretty women
ingenious and boring and adapting plot devices from different theatrical traditions.
That's right. These influences include the Roman plays of Plautus and Terence, Ovid's Metamorphoses, which are hysterically funny, not, as well as the rich Italian tradition of commedia dell'arte.
Yeah, basically, Shakespeare stole everything he ever wrote.
Stole is kind of strong, girl.
Distilled, maybe. Well, then he distilled
3 or 4 funny gimmicks of his time published into 16 plays.
You see, essentially, Shakespeare was a formula writer. Once he found a device that worked, he used it.
Over and over and over again.
So, Mr. Shakespeare, the question we have is this.
Why did you write 16 comedies when you could have written just one?
In answer to this question, we have taken the liberty of condensing all 16 of Shakespeare's comedies into a single play, which we have entitled The Comedy of Two Well-Measured Gentlemen Lost in the Merry Wives of Venice on a Midsummer's Twelfth Night in Winter.
Or, Samuel and Damien Pierce's The Merchant in the Tempest of Love as much as you like it for nothing.
Or The Love Boat Goes to Verona.
Comedy?
Comedy.
Comedy!
What do I do? Holding up the play. Well, people can't see my beautiful face. Act 1. A Spanish duke swears an oath of celibacy and turns the rule of his kingdom over to a sadistic and tyrannical twin brother. He learns the fantastical feats of magic and sets sail for the golden age of Greece, along with his daughters, 3 beautiful and virginal sets of identical twins. While rounding the heel of Italy, the duke's ship is caught in a terrible tempest, which in its fury casts the duke up on a desert island, along with the most loveliest and most virginal of his daughters. This innocent vision of loveliness stumbles to the dark cave, where she is attacked by an inhuman green monster, who symbolizes the extreme right wing of the Republican Party.
Act 2. The long-lost children of the Duke's brother, also coincidentally 3 sets of identical twins, have just arrived in Italy. Though so possessed of inner nobility, they are ragged, destitute, penniless, flea-infested shadows of the men they once were. And in the utmost extremity are forced to borrow money from an old Jew, who deceives on putting their brains as collateral on the loan. Meanwhile, the 6 brothers fall in love with the 6 Italian sisters, 3 of whom are contentious, sharp-tongued little shrews, and while the other 3 are submissive, airhead little bimbos.
Act 3. The shipwrecked, identical daughters of the Duke wash up on the shores of Italy, disguise themselves as men, and become pages to the shrews and matchmakers to the Duke's brother's son. They all leave the lovers to a nearby forest where, on Midsummer's Night, a bunch of mischievous fairies squeeze the aphrodisiac juice of a hermaphroditic flower in the shrew's eyes, causing them to fall in love with their own pages, who in turn have fallen in love with the Duke's brother's sons, while the queen of the fairies seduces the donkey, and they all have a lovely bisexual The elegant fathers of the Italian sisters, finding their daughters submissive, dispatch messages to the pages, telling them to kill any man in their vicinity.
However, unable to find any method of force, the faithful messengers, in a final, misguided act of cruelty, deliver the messages to each other and kill themselves.
Meanwhile, the fish creature and the Duke arrive in the forest disguised as the Founding Fathers, and for no apparent reason, perform a 2-man underwater version of Hamilton.
The Duke commands the fairies to right their wrongs.
The pages and the bimbos get to a knockdown, drag-out fight in the mud, during which the pages' clothes get ripped off, revealing female genitalia.
The Duke recognizes his daughters.
The Duke's brother's sons recognize their uncles. The magician turns the monster to a nuke, becomes speaker of the house.
And they all get married and go out to dinner.
Except for Mary Pick, the second act scene by Baron the Duke's brother's sons, who ended with back Jew, themselves lobotomies.
And they all lived happily ever after.
We now move on to Shakespeare's tragedies because we found that the tragedies aren't half as funny. So, we are moving on to Shakespeare's play,
Don't talk about it in here.
Oh shoot, I forgot.
Richard, you're really not supposed to talk about it in theater unless you're performing it because it's cursed.
Fortunately, however, we not only performed the abbreviated version of Macbeth. It's cursed. We get it. But after much thorough research, we are able to do so. Wait, the lights, please.
Yeah, we're waiting. Thanks.
In perfect Scottish accents. Double,
Hi. Yeah, perfect speaker. Tell me more.
Macbeth, beware Macduff. None of men born shall harm Macbeth. Till Burnham will come to do finning. Don't jello.
Oh, it's the great. The McCormick knee, McGuy, McFeeder, McDuff. I know that was from my mother's room until they ripped. What you think about that? Oh, I do nail like it, but that's a poor woman's right to trust. Why aren't you gonna hang it back, Macbeth? You killed my wife, you murdered my babies, you shot at my stew!
But I had that for lunch.
I didn't, eh? Oh, you did, and I thrown half of it away! Oh, don't kill me, don't kill me! Oh, yeah!
It's not even blood.
Beth is out the windy. And no, that there was never more story, more blood and death than this Mr. and Mrs. Macbeth. Thank you.
Meanwhile, Julius Caesar was a much beloved tyrant.
All hail Julius Caesar!
Hail, citizens! Who was warned by a soothsayer?
Beware!
The Olive March. The great Caesar, however, chose to ignore the warning. What the heck are the ideas of March? The 15th of March. Why? That's today.
Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, so bury him, and let's get on to my play. Antony!
Yes, Cleopatra. Is this an ask I see before me?
Now, this is the perfect time to sing into Antony and Cleopatra, a romantic thriller about the geopolitical power struggle between Egypt and Rome.
Oh, it's one of Shakespeare's geopolitical works? Wow, if I had known that, I never would have messed around with it so much. Because Shakespeare's geopolitical works is some of my favorite stuff. Like, the things he wrote about 400 years ago are so relevant today. Like, what was the one he wrote about how nuclear energy affected the Soviet Union?
Oh, gee, I don't think Shakespeare ever wrote anything about the Soviet Union.
Yeah! He totally did. It's called Chernobyl Kinsman, and it was intense. It's about this nuclear reactor that melts down and pollutes all the air and water in the neighboring kingdoms of Chernobyl. But the king denies that it's ever happening, even though the peasants are like growing second heads and stuff. And then in the second act, this radioactive cloud floats over the new world and praises genetically mutated race of TV evangelists.
Gee, I don't know what you're talking about.
Chernobyl Kinsman.
Shakespeare wrote a play called Two Noble Kinsmen. Not Chernobyl Kinsmen. Two Noble Kinsmen.
Oh. What's to impression, you know?
No!
Well, I never heard of that play.
Well, I'm not surprised because actually, maybe I should explain.
Maybe you should have.
No, just take a
Sound.
second. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, two noble kinsmen actually falls into the category that some scholars like to call the Apocrypha, or other scholars circles the lesser plays, the more obscure plays, or simply just the bad plays. But in fact, some of the Apocrypha are without merit. In fact, one of them, Troilus and Cressida, is hardly crap at all. I actually discussed it in my soon-to-be-released book. I love my Willie, which I would like to bring. Okay, who took my book? Again, then alright, no, go to the book. Come on, I need my book. Thank you. I love my Willie, which I would like to bring out for you guys right now. Not another book, Jillian! Oh my god. Okay, I think we should just do a quick improvised version off of this chapter. Just quick, easy, just over right now.
Oh my gosh. Yes! Yes! We could do an interpretive dance slash performance art version.
Yeah, I love performance art. It's so pretentious. Don't hurt yourself. We could use Troilus and Cressida as a jumping off point. As a jumping off point to explain the deeper themes and mythology and anticipation of form.
Yeah, get some props.
Now I want to do a straightforward scholarly approach.
What do you want, Jessica?
I have an idea.
What?
What if we did sports?
Oh my god, don't
Who
really
has
these people.
These idiots.
Sports,
How do you mean?
well, sports are visceral. They're exciting to watch. Take the histories, for example. The kings and queens killing each other off and the throne passing from one generation to the next. It's like playing football, but Danielle, what's up?
I'm gonna be so fake.
I'm not the shh. I like your outfit. Your nails are very pretty.
Damn my God!
Like I was saying, it's like playing football, but you do it with a crown.
They're kind of similar, aren't they?
Yeah, well, I can see that. Okay, line them up. Let's kick some world. Touch. 25, 42, Richard III, Henry VI, part 1, 2, 3,
And the crown is snapped to Richard II, that well-spoken 14th century monarch. He's fading back to the past, looking for an air-down field. There's a heavy rush from King Jaws.
Ooh, my girl's flesh sinks downward.
And the crown is in the air, and Henry VI comes up with it. Victory is mine!
But it's hit immediately by King John, the relic reformed liver from the 12th century. And he's down! Boys killing him out there! This could be the end of the war of the rule disciples!
He's on the 40, the 30, the 20. Oh, he's placed another 10-yard line! Looks like he's out for the game, replacing now number 72, King Lear.
Divide your kingdom in 3. Cordelia, you go long.
Henley Marker is down. Fictional character on the field, and she's not happy about it.
Oh, Pucky.
Coming up now is the father-son team, Prince Hal and Henry IV. The center attempts to the quarterback. The quarterback heads to the hunchback. Looks like King's third lip is giving him some trouble.
Horse to horse, my kingdom for a heart.
There's a pile on the field.
And Henry V comes up with it. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10. He still has the 5, the 12 of the white heads. Touchdown for the Red Rose. Oh my, you gotta believe
I did my eyebrows. Okay. I'm looking at the list of plays. I think we might have done them all already.
Really?
Yeah. We hinted up the sonnets, and we did the history just now.
And we covered the comedies and the lost.
Okay, that leaves the tragedies. Titus and Veronica.
Romeo and Juliet. Julius Caesar chose Cressida, right? Okay.
There was in the football game, we wrapped up Bella Mc... We did with the accents of Antony Cleopatra.
No. I don't want to do that one.
Why? What's the matter with Coriolanus?
I think the anus part is offensive.
Okay, so we skip the anus play.
And that's it, right? That's all of them. Shakespeare didn't write Hamlet, did he?
Of course he did.
I thought it was a Mel Gibson movie.
You guys, Hamlet is boring.
I don't
You're
want to
boring.
do it.
I don't,
Come on. Don't worry, because we'll perform Hamlet like a soap opera.
Come on, lady.
Hamlet, the tragedy of the Prince of Denmark. The place, Denmark. The time, the 12th, maybe the 13th century, give or take. The battlements of Ellesmere Castle, right about midnight.
Two guys enter.
Who's there? Answer me! Stand up, pull yourself! Long live the king! Bernardo! He! Steps at 12. Getting better ratio. For this really much thanks! Good night.
Guardian, we should be doing the same thing.
Just let me go. What do you mean? What I thought? By heaven! I touched these beaks! She's gone! It was the best thing in the crew!
Let us embark when rehearsing onto Hamlet, Prince of Denmark.
So loving to my mother. Frailty!
Thy name is woman. Yet you married with mine uncle, my father's brother. A funeral today convenes the coldly furnished form of marriage table.
Don't tell me what to do. I wear the crown. My lord! Horatio! Thanks. I see my father. Where, my lord? Mine's I, Horatio. Oh, my lord! Methinks I saw him yesternight. Who? The king, your father. The king, my father. Where is this? Where was this? On the platform where we watched! It's very strange. We're transformed again. All is not well with the night we're come. The air but truly is very cold. Speak! I am bound to hear.
So art thou shalt hear, if ever thou didst thy dear father's love, revenge his most foul and unnatural mirth. father's life now wears his crown.
My uncle? Your uncle!
Do not let the royal bed of Denmark become a couch of indecency.
Indecency?
Adieu, Hamlet, remember me.
My lord, this is strange. There are more things in heaven and creation that have dreamt of near lost me so. Piss off! I hereafter shall take these put an act disposition on. The time of death joins. I'll curse in spite that I ever was born to exit right. Neither a bar nor lender be. Oh, now, Ophelia, what's the matter?
My lord! Lord Hamlet! As I was sewing in my closet, with the doublet all embraced, no hat upon his head, pale as his shirt, knees knocking each other. As if he had been loose out of hell to speak of such horrors. He comes before me.
That's with my love? Why? This is the very ecstasy of love. Since brevity is the soul of wit, I will be brief. You man. I'll give you an approach reading. Away to beseech you. Oh, how, my lord Hamlet? Well, God mercy. Do you know me, my lord? Actually, no, you are a fishmonger. What do you mean, my lord? Words. Though this be madness, yet there's method in it.
Daddy, the players are here and they want to speak with you right away. So you better get back here as soon as you can because they want something. I don't know what they want. But you better hurry.
I am but mad. North-northwest, when the wind is southerlies. I know a hawk from a handsaw. I'll have these players play something like the brother of my father before mine uncle. I'll observe his looks if they do but blush. I know the thing, the place thing, when I'll catch your consciousness as the king. To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them. To die, to sleep, or to take a nap before dinner and hope alone time because you gotta make up only for 12, and you just can't take the pressure on this week! I can't do it. Look, we've been thinking about it. You don't have to go on the speech if you don't want to. I'm so embarrassed.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have to excuse her. It's a very heavy, emotional speech, and she's been under a lot of pressure lately with what happened with the old tailor.
Tay!
Taylor Swift is Maddie's favorite singer. She's upset because Taylor can't get to the phone right now.
Why? She's dead.
Not okay. Yeah, so I think for tonight we'll just skip this speech. I'm sorry if anyone feels ripped off, but we feel like it's a really overrated speech anyway. I mean, Hamlet's supposed to be talking about killing his uncle, but instead he talks about killing himself. So we feel like it weakens the character, so we'll just move on to a later point in the play.
Shall we skip to the play within the play scene?
Yeah, let's just skip ahead.
Wait! There's that one other speech of Hamlet's. I don't know if we should skip it.
Right. The what a piece of work is man's speech. Right. Well, there's this one speech that goes, I have of late, but wherefore I know not. Lost all my worth, forgot all custom.
awesome of exercise. And indeed, it goes so heavy with my disposition. This most beautiful air, the canopy. Look you. This brave overhanging ferments, the majestic roof fretted with golden fire. Fire appears to me no more than a congregation of vapors. What a piece of work is man! How noble in reasoning, how infinite in faculty, in form and movement, and action how like an angel, and apprehension how like a god. The beauty of the world, the paragon of animals. But it appears to me, what is pretenses of dust? Man delights not in me.
So we'll skip that part and go right to the killing.
Wait a minute. What about a get these two another scene? Oh yeah, let's do that one real quick.
No, we can't. We're not in the right costume.
We have to, except for the blood.
No, we can't. I'm not the right character either. Ophelia is a very difficult and complex character.
Nah, it's easy.
No, it's not.
It is. Anybody could play that character. My mother could play that character. Emily's mother could play that character.
Well, let's get her to do it then. This is giving me a headache.
Please. Mom, where are you?
Sorry.
Mom! Mom! Oh, are you over there? Okay, Mom, come on stage.
Come on, you guys. This isn't fair.
Hi, Mommy. Sorry, but
You guys, this isn't fair. We can't just bring some bozo on stage to play Ophelia. I didn't make Maddie give her speech.
She's not a bozo!
And besides, she volunteered.
Okay, Mom, this is a very simple scene.
It's extremely difficult.
Hamlet has had this relationship with Ophelia, but with what's been happening with his father and his mother and his uncle and yada yada yada, he can't deal with her anymore.
He's being a jerk.
So he gets all worked up and he tells her to get out of his life. He says, "Get thee to an nunnery!" Now, in our version of the scene, all that Ophelia does is she screams. That's all that she does. Hamlet says, "Get thee to a nunnery!" And Ophelia screams. Okay? You got it? Yeah. Okay. Ready? Let's give it a try.
Good luck.
Ready? Okay. Get thee to a nunnery! Oh, that was so embarrassing. Hey, Juliet, did you hear that? I thought it was good.
No, it sucked.
I don't mean to be catty, but you're not an actress, and frankly, it shows. You definitely had no idea what was going on in Ophelia's head.
See, us actors use what we like to call subtext.
Or inner monologue. Exactly. That's what you didn't have. And as a result, your performance was just flat and one-dimensional. But I think you showed a lot of courage, a lot of heart, a lot of what Shakespeare would say, chutzpah. Chutzpah!
Like you're hanging over here.
I think we should definitely workshop this. We could really make this a happy moment. In fact,
We want Ophelia to be relevant up to date. She doesn't want to lose her femininity. She wants to be a corporate executive, but she wants to have babies at the same time. And somewhere deep in her psyche, she's tired of being the way-washed hippie chick. She just feels like saying, Hamlet, cut the crap! My biological clocks are ticking and I want babies now! It's an experiment. Okay, your job as an actress is to take all these elements, synthesize them within your soul, and then, at the moment of truth, we build everyone up into a mighty frenzy, stop everything, all attention goes on you, and you let out that scream that emphasizes Ophelia. Motivation, I got it. Aww, she can't wait! And remember, no matter what happens, act natural!
got it. cousin Hamlet and my son? A little more than kind and less than kin. Hamlet, I have nothing with this. These words are not mine.
Take a seat, my lord.
Okay, you're out of there. Come on, King of Denmark seats. Move it. Go, 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 go. The theater of Denmark is proud to present The Murder of Gonzago. My lord, Act 1. Woo! Hey, baby! Ew! No! Hey, baby! Ew! No! Hey, baby! Play. The lady doth protest too much, methinks. Oh my God! Oh God! Get it? Doesn't get it. My lord. Act. Oh. Yeah. Oh no, I'm gonna be eaten. Oh! Lights away. I'll take the ghost's word for £1,000. My lord, do people like to speak to you in a closet? And I will come to my mother. Behind the arrows, I'll convey myself into the process. Where's the gosh darn arrows in this joint? Hello, Mother. Oh, lovely closet. Thank you. How done, Mother?
Well, Hamlet, thou hast father much offended.
Mother, you have my father much offended.
Oh, thou do! Thou wilt not murder me! Help! Help!
Help!
Help now! A rat!
Dead for a ducat, dead. Now, Hamlet, where's Polonius? Supper! What? And supper? Where's? And where he eats, but where he's eaten. Oh no! It's Laertes! Son of Polonius, brother to Ophelia, and the slappy dresser!
Why, thanks. Oh, he's not a wild kid. I'll be revenged for Polonius' murder. How now? What noise is this? Dear me, kind sister, sweet Ophelia.
They bore him barefaced on the briar, with a hey nani, enraged you many a tear, with a hey nani, ha-cha-cha. Fare thee well, my dove.
I'm mad! I'm out of my little mind!
See this? Acting. You should learn it.
Chill eyebrows.
Ears were for you, and rosemary for remnants. I would have given you violets, but they withered. Oh, and my father died! You bastard! I'm starting to feel
Hamlet comes back!
Lily. What's the name of Ophelia?
between it. I could sing once, and then came the Jenny Craig weight loss center. Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him. But soft, here comes the queen. Touch me a while and mark.
Lay her in the earth, and from her fair and polluted flesh may violence spring.
Sweet, so sweet, farewell.
Oliver, aren't you wild? I have got one more in my arms. Oh, by the way, Pentecost, your ear looks so good in it.
What is he whose brief bears such an emphasis? This is I, Hamlet the Great Dane! Gentlemen, I will fight with him till my eyelids no longer wag. The cat will meow, the dog will have his breathe the oil!
Yep, be careful. These are sharp.
Come, sir. One! No! Judgment. A hit. A hit. A very valuable hit. Let's play this one. Hamlet, here's to thy health. Drink off thy cup. Nay, said vile, uncle, father, brothers, whatever you are. Another hit. What say you? It does, look and fast.
The queen crosses thy fortune, Hamlet.
Madam, to thy drink!
I will, my lord, I pray you pardon me.
It is the poison cup. It is too late.
Come to the third. Laertes, yo, repulse. Don't pull it up. Have me alive. This is me.
Oh, madam!
That's the queen.
She's supposed to see that bleed.
The drink, I'm poisoned.
Oh, villainy, treachery, take it out. Mommy.
Here alive, now to rise again. That king's to blame.
What's the point in venom too? Then venom to thy work. Here, thou incestuous, murderous, cross-dressing Dane. Follow my mother! No, I think we're done with this scene. Can you Mommy!
Forgive me, Hamlet. I am just killed by vile treachery.
I can make thee grieve it.
Ow. I follow thee. There were but mute, sir. Audience this act. Ever thou didst hold thee in thy hearts, part from felicity a while.
Draw thy harsh breath in pain.
Tell my story.
The rest is silence.
What are you doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the complete works of William Shakespeare. Now, I would just like to make a brief announcement, because we have some children in the audience. You see a lot of swords being used here, a lot of props going back and forth. We make these things look simple, but really, they're very difficult and and very dangerous. Keep in mind, we're trained professionals.
Do not try this at home.
Go over to a friend's house.
Woohoo!